Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for our video series, Canal Days, and today's episode of the Historic Homes of Holyoke, Massachusetts. I'm your host, Carrie, here with my co-host, local historian, and founder of Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Comu. As your personal tour guide, Robert will lead you through some of the most iconic sites and their legends of historic significance throughout New England's preeminent and pivotal state of Massachusetts. With his expert insights, every monument and memorial story comes to life. Afterwards, don't forget to check out his website, holyokecanaltour.org, to access the full Canal Days video and podcast series. Also, check out his free in-person public tours he offers throughout Western Mass and the 2025 schedule for these special events. You can also book personalized private tours for groups of all sizes tailored to your interests. To discover all that and much more, remember to log on to holyokecanaltour.org. So, Robert, what various architectural styles do you commonly see throughout the homes in Holyoke?
All right. Now, Holyoke got very rich during the Victorian era, and so from 1870 to 1910 or so, a lot of Victorian homes went up, and there's a lot of styles of them, including Queen Anne and Second Empire. And my favorite one's right over there. It's the Holyoke Day Nursery, but started at James Newton's house, so I'll go up to that. But there's also all other kinds of styles of home. Think of William Skinner's home, which is not Victorian, it was before that, right? But that one was taken down and put in place. And also think of all the homes that have come into place after the World War II. Ranch homes, Cape Cod homes, colonial era. Well, I've counted up once all the homes that predate Holyoke itself before 1850. I believe there's about 30 of them still around. So there's colonial homes around, and there's Georgian homes around, a few, but there's a lot of other kind, craftsmen, a few, and of course a lot of institutions with different kinds of architectural style to them. Okay, so we're going to go up to one, but you must have another question in there.
And what is your favorite home?
Okay, my favorite home of all in Holyoke might be the Wistariers, but that's too obvious an answer, so I'm not going to give that one. I think the James Newton house, which we're at now, is probably my favorite one. And very few people know much about it, but I do. I included it as an installment in my House in Holyoke talk. Okay, we'll go out to it now. I'll tell you about his history. James Newton, in about 1863, had this house built for himself. Probably his brothers did it, like John or Daniel. They were construction people. James Newton did a lot of the factories, the mills around here in terms of manage or finance them, and his brother Daniel and John's house now, which is a Second Empire. You can tell by the roof has a steeply sanded upper or attic roof, and then the rest of it very squared off. Very big dentils. And then as an addition, they built, first of all, this side right here, and then has another addition. They put in a area for cafeteria because it became a gentleman's club after James Newton left here. And then it became the Holyoke Day Nursery, which it still is 110 years later. Now notice the carriage house in back is almost as big as most people's houses. It's a very beautiful carriage house. Also, in the Second Empire style, it's now connected by the cafeteria. Okay, and so you got a very nice situation here with a beautiful home and beautiful architectural values. Very close to the Victory, very close to Jorg's garage, and High Street and Maple Street are close by themselves. So this is a very beautiful building, and I went into its history. Its history includes who all the people who lived there. So a lot of James Newton's children were brought up there and stayed there, and his couple of his grandchildren lived there. He owned mills like the